Continue exercise 7.10. Let us see question number 3. Question number 3 of exercise 7.10. This is integration limit 0 to 1. Integration 0 to 1. Sine inverse and 2x upon 1 plus x square dx. 2x upon 1 plus x square and dx. So this is the form sine inverse 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. We know that sine 2 theta is equals to 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. So when we put x equals to tan theta, we get the expression 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, and we can write sine 2 theta. Then sine and sine inverse gets cancelled and it remains 2 theta. So we put x equals to tan theta and differentiate with respect to x. So differentiation of x is 1. Differentiation of tan theta is sec square theta, and differentiation of theta is d theta by dx. So we get dx equals to sec square theta and d theta. So the value of dx we eliminated. Now we change the limit. So for lower limit, we will have to put the value of x equals to 0. So 0 equals to tan theta. Means theta equals to 0. Because this 0 can be written as tan 0, and tan cancel, and we get theta equals to 0. For upper limit, we put x equals to 1. So 1 equals to tan theta, and this 1 can be written as tan pi by 4. So the upper limit we get theta equals to pi by 4. So we will write I equals to integration. The new limit, lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi by 4, sine inverse and 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, and the value of dx is sec square theta and d theta. So this becomes 0 to pi by 4. Sine inverse. This comes sine 2 theta. We can write this as sine 2 theta into sec square theta and d theta. So sine and sine inverse cancelled, and it comes 0 to pi by 4, 2 theta into sec square theta and d theta. Then 2 is the constant term taken outside the integral. So 2 integration 0 to pi by 4 and theta into sec square theta. Theta into sec square theta and d theta. Now we integrate. So theta is treated as, we use the rule Eilert. So theta is written as algebraic function. So we take as a first function and sec square theta as the second function. So I equals to 2 outside. We use the product rule by parts. So first function into integration of secant. So integration of sec square theta is tan theta, and limit from 0 to pi by 4 minus integration differentiation of first, integration limit from 0 to pi by 4, differentiation of first, differentiation of theta is 1 into integration of second, integration of sec square theta is tan theta and d theta. Now to theta tan theta and limit from 0 to pi by 4 minus integration 0 to pi by 4. This is tan theta and d theta. So 2 theta tan theta limit 0 to pi by 4 and integration of tan x dx is minus log cos x or plus log sec x. So minus log cos x, already there is minus. So minus minus becomes plus, and log cos theta, and we put limit from 0 to pi by 4. Then put the limit, so put upper limit, so pi by 4 and tan pi by 4. Minus, when we put 0 at the place of theta, the entire terms becomes 0. Then this whole is multiplied by 2. This whole is multiplied by 2. So this is also multiplied by 2. So 2 we have taken common. Now plus log cos pi by 4 minus log cos 0. So 2 pi by 4 and tan pi by 4 is 1. So 1 multiplied by pi by 4, we get pi by 4, and pi by 4 minus 0 also it comes 0, and plus log cos pi by 4. So log, the value of cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, and minus cos 0, cos 0 1, and log 1 is 0. Now multiplied by 2, so we get pi by 2 plus 2 log 1 by root 2. Now this will be expanded. So pi by 2 plus 2 and log 1 by root 2 is written as log 1 minus log root 2. And we know the value of log 1. Log 1 is 0. Hello? हाँ विवेक, अभी 15 मिनट में करते हैं ना. So log 1 becomes 0. So pi by 2 plus 2 log 1 0 and minus log root 2. Log root 2. Root 2 is written as 2 raised to the power 1 by 2. So pi by 2 and plus minus minus 2 into. This can be written as 1 by 2 log 2. Power comes in the beginning. 2 and 2 cancel. And we get the result pi by 2 minus log 2. Pi by 2 minus log 2. Pi by 2 minus log 2 is the final result. Now question number 4. I equals to integration limit 0 to 2, limit from 0 to 2, and x root x plus 2 and dx. 0 to 2 x root x plus 2 dx. Here we put the term containing the square root. So put x plus 2 equals to t square and differentiate both sides. Differentiation of x is 1. Differentiation of t square is 2t. And differentiation of t is dt by dx. So by cross multiplication, we get dx equals to 2t dt. Now we change the limit. So for lower limit, we put x equals to 0. So 0 plus 2 is 2 and t square equals to 2. So we get the value of t equals to under root 2. This is the lower limit. And for upper limit, put x equals to 2. So 2 plus 2 equals to t square and t square equals to 4. Then we get t equals to 2. So upper limit 2 and lower limit under root of 2. So I equals to integration lower limit root 2, upper limit 2, and x is written as t square minus 2. We eliminate the value of x. X will become t square minus 2 and root x plus 2 is written as t and dx is written as 2t and dt. Now it comes root over 2 to 2. 2 is taken outside. T into t square and t square minus 2 into dt. Now remove the bracket. So 2 integration limit root 2 to 2 and t square into t square. It becomes t raised to the power 4 and dt. Then plus minus minus 2 into 2 4. 4 t square dt minus 4 integration limit from root 2 to 2 and this t square dt. T square dt. Now integrate. So 2 integration of t raised to the power 5 is t raised to the power 5 upon 5. Upon 5 we have taken outside and root 2 to 2 minus 4 integration of t square is t2 by 3. T cube written inside and root 2 to 2. Then we put the limit. So 2 by 5 and 2 raised to the power 5 minus root 2 raised to the power 5. Upper limit minus lower limit. Minus 4 by 3. 2 raised to the power 3 and minus root 2 raised to the power 3. So we get 2 by 5 and 2 raised to the power 5, 32 minus root 2 raised to the power 5. So root 2 into root 2, 2. Again root 2 into root 2, 2. So 2 into 2, 4 root 2. 4 root 2 minus 4 by 3. 2 raised to the power 3, 8 minus root 2 the cube. It becomes 2 root 2. Now remove the bracket. So 32 into 2, 62, 64 upon 5 minus 8 by 5 root 2 minus 32 by 3 and plus 8 root 2 by 3. 8 root 2 by 3. So 8 root 2. This is 8 root 2 by 5. 8 root 2 by 5. 8 root 2 by 5. So we will take together 64 by 5 minus 32 by 3. And from these two terms, 8 root 2 is taken as common. So it remains 1 by 3 and minus 1 by 5. Then LCM 15. 15 divided by 5, 3. 3 multiplied by 64. 192 minus 160 plus 8 root 2. LCM 15. 5 minus 3. Then we get 32 by 15 plus 2 into 8 root 2. 16 root 2 upon 15. From these two terms, we can take common 16 by 15. 16 by 15 is taken common. So here we get 2 and plus root 2. So 16 by 15 and bracket 2 plus root 2. 16 by 16 root 2 by 15. 16 root 2 by 15 also we can take common. From inside, again we can take common as root 2. So 16 root 2 by 15, it gives root 2 plus 1. This is the final result. Now the next question, question number 3. Integration 0 to pi by 2. Integration 0 to pi by 2 and sin x upon 1 plus cos square x dx. Sin x upon 1 plus cos square x dx. So we know the differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. So we put cos x equals to t and differentiate both sides with respect to x. Differentiation of cos x minus sin x and differentiation of t dt by dx. Then sin x dx is equals to minus of dt. To multiply both sides by minus. Then change the limit. So for lower limit, at the place of x, we will put 0. Cos 0, cos 0 1. So lower limit becomes 1. And for upper limit, at the place of x, we put pi by 2. And cos pi by 2 is 0. So upper limit becomes 0. Now I equals to integration from 1 to 0 and sin x dx is written as minus of dt upon 1 plus cos square x is written as t square. And this is the form dx upon x square plus a square. Its integration is tan inverse x by a. So tan inverse t and limit from 1 to 0. Now put the limit. So upper limit tan inverse 0 minus lower limit tan inverse 1. So minus tan inverse 0 is 0 and tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. And minus minus plus pi by 4. So the result which we get pi by 4. Next question number 6, integration 0 to 2. Integration 0 to 2 and dx upon x plus 4 minus x square. Dx upon x plus 4 minus x square. So here the term containing x square is negative. So we'll have to make it positive by taking minus as common throughout. So integration 0 to 2. Integration 0 to 2 dx upon inside from the whole term we take minus as common. So we get x square minus x minus 4. This minus is taken outside. So minus integration 0 to 2 and dx upon x square minus x minus 4. Now we make the square form. So for this integration limit 0 to 2 dx upon x square is written as x the whole square. The term containing x is negative. So the formula used a square minus 2ab plus b square. So a square minus 2 into a. The value of a is x. And what should be the value of b is taken? That after solving the result should be x. So it is clear that the value of b should be taken 1 by 2 because 2 and 2 cancel and it gets x. So this becomes a square minus 2ab. Then we have to write plus b square. Plus b square means 1 by 2 the whole square. And the constant term which required is minus 4. So this minus 4 would be written. But what is the extra term which we have written here? The extra term written is plus 1 by 2 the whole square. So we subtract minus. We subtract 1 by 2 the whole square. So minus plus this gets cancelled and we get the same denominator. Now this would be represented by integration 0 to 2 and dx upon these three terms becomes x minus 1 by 2 the whole square. A square minus 2ab plus b square and minus 4 and minus 1 by 4. Now minus integration limit from 0 to 2 and dx upon x minus 1 by 2 the whole square and taking LCM. Minus 4 is the LCM. So minus 16 minus 1. It becomes minus 17 by 4. And this would be written integration minus integration limit from 0 to 2 and dx upon x minus 1 by 2 the whole square and the square term we will write root 17 by 2 the whole square because root 17 the square is 17 and 2 the whole square. Here comes minus 17 by 4. It gives 17 by 4. Now we put x minus 1 by 2 equals to t. Put x minus 1 by 2 equals to t and differentiate with respect to x. Differentiation of x is 1, differentiation of 1 by 2 is 0 and differentiation of t with respect to x. This is dt by dx. And by cross multiplication we get dx equals to dt. Now we put the limit. We will have to change the limit. So for lower limit we put x equals to 0. Then t becomes minus 1 by 2. So the lower limit becomes minus 1 by 2. And for upper limit we put x equals to 2. X equals to 2. So 2 minus 1 by 2. 2 minus 1 by 2. So 4 minus 1 by 2. 3 by 2. Upper limit becomes 3 by 2. Now I equals to minus integration limit lower limit minus 1 by 2 upper limit plus 3 by 2 and dx is written as dt upon x minus 1 by 2 means t the square, t the whole square and root 17 by 2 the whole square. So this is the form dx upon x square minus a square. So the formula for this 1 by 2a, the value of a is root 17 by 2. 1 by 2a log x minus a, t minus root 17 by 2 upon x plus a, t plus root 17 by 2. This becomes 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So minus 1 by root 17 log and limit also minus 1 by 2, 2 plus 3 by 2. Then put the limit. So log 3 by 2 minus root 17 by 2 upon 3 by 2 plus root 17 by 2. Minus will have to put the lower limit. So log minus 1 by 2 minus root 17 by 2 upon minus 1 by 2 and plus root 17 by 2. Then this becomes minus 1 by root 17 and log taking LCM 6 is the 2 is the LCM. So 3 minus root 17 upon 3 plus root 17 and 2 which the LCM we have taken gets cancelled. Minus log minus 1 minus root 17 minus 1 minus root 17. So we take minus h common. So minus taken common 1 plus root 17 and from denominator we take 2h LCM. So it gives root 17 and minus 1. So this can be written as log a by b. You write log a minus log b. So minus 1 by root 17 and this can be written as log a minus log b which is equals to log a by b. So log 3 minus root 17 upon 3 plus root 17 upon this. So this becomes reciprocal. So root 17 minus 1 and minus root 17 and plus 1. And then we solve this. The result comes.